Let's talk about advanced care planning today. What better time than the beginning of the year to put our advanced care planning papers in order? That includes our will. Whether you're young and old, or building your life, or have assets and family to protect, you will want to listen. I know many people feel like they're tempting fate by putting their affairs in order too early. But what is too early? Maybe the question is, what is too late? Now in my 7th decade, I can look back into my young adult years and think how life might have been different if my husband and I had done the financial planning that was recommended to us in our 30s. Build equity in real estate and buy life insurance while the payments are still low. We thought we knew better. We bought a house, an old house, in an old neighborhood that we thought was ripe for redevelopment. But it didn't turn out that way. I resented every penny we had to put into its repair and maintenance. So eventually we sold it as the residence it was and lived ever after in rentals where the owner looked after those things. Life was certainly easier, but we weren't building any equity. Same with life insurance. Our finances had their ups and downs, and eventually we cut off our insurance policies. When we were in our early 60s, a friend referred us to a lawyer who would draw up our wills and advance care documents. It seemed like time to make such preparations, so my husband was named on all my documents and I was named on all his. When my husband had a stroke and was now dependent on me for his well-being, I realized that not only would I have to have someone else named on my documents, but I would also have to have people named to take over his care in the event that something happened to me. For a variety of reasons, after my husband died, I decided to have all my documents done again, now for a third time, and hopefully a final time. What are those documents? They're the same regardless of where you are, but they might have different names or different content depending on where you live. They must be in accordance with local authority rules and procedures in order to be valid where you live and to be followed as you intend. So it does help to at least consult a lawyer or notary public to be sure you have the proper documents for your area. If you move to a new state or province, you'll have to check in with them and you might need to redo them. You can use templates, but you'll need to have them properly signed and filed in the jurisdiction where you live. They may be named differently where you are, but generally, here's what you should put in place. Your will, of course, needs to include all your assets, name particular beneficiaries. You'll want to identify sums of money and or possessions that you're bequeathing or giving to specific individuals, church, society, associations, what have you. You can usually find an executor's guide to aid the person that you name as your executor if you're not using a lawyer or notary in that role. You need a power of attorney. A general power of attorney can act on your behalf while you're still competent, or an enduring power of attorney makes your financial decisions and disbursements when you are not able to. You need a medical representative. That's someone who healthcare professionals can contact to give them directions about your healthcare when you're not able to. An advanced care directive is a document that you can prepare while you're still competent and write out how you want to be cared for if you become incapable of speaking for yourself. You can obtain templates and guides from your provincial or state website. Even if you use a lawyer or notary public, they will probably give you homework to bring back the details that you want them to include in your formal documents. Once done and signed, they need to be filed safely away, preferably in a lawyer's office, but your home safe can serve as well. If you're using friends or family to fill those important roles, they will have to sign the final document and you'll need to let them know where they can obtain the original legal copy when they need it. And it's safest for everyone involved if they don't keep it in their own home. One last thing, if these documents need to be taken out and used, it will be because you are incapable of managing your own life or you have died. Friends and family will already be shocked, surprised, or traumatized by what's happened to you. The subsequent decisions they will have to make on your behalf will be a lot easier for them if you've put these documents in place and had conversations with them about your wishes well in advance. In my situation, I had already purchased an interment plot for my husband and myself, but when he died, I had to find a funeral home, make a ton of decisions about the funeral, and then take care of all the legal and financial requirements. So because of that, I continued on laying out plans for my own funeral. I don't know if we can plan for every eventuality in this life, but I have put in place for myself everything I think my carers will need when I can't speak for myself. So my encouragement to you is, regardless of your age or family situation now, plan for your retirement as early as you can by putting aside funds to live on when you're not working. They say we should always have 6 months of liquid assets on hand in case of unemployment or long-term illness. You will have to make up your own mind about real estate and life insurance. Put your personal health care wishes on paper. Prepare your will. Prepare your advanced care documents. Put everything away in a safe place. Let your loved ones know what their role is in taking care of your health and final wishes. I wish you a long and healthy life and peace of mind, knowing you've done the best for the ones you love. You can help spread the message by subscribing, liking, sharing to your network, and leaving a comment if you wish. And if you want to have a conversation with me and more in-depth coaching through your grief journey, I'm here to help. You can contact me through my website, Let's Talk Together, or by email. The links are shown in the notes. I'm a grief coach, writer, and poet. I live in Victoria, BC, Canada. We can chat over video conference media. There is a light to guide you out of the darkness of grief. Be well.